The key to meditation is to move first, and that's what this practice is for. 10 minutes of movement to ready you for your meditation practice. Let's go. Okay, meditators, we're going to start in a standing position, walking at the top of the mat, and just level yourself out. Try to parallel your feet as best you can, but let's stay a little bit wider so you don't have to take any classical position of Tadasana. But we're lining up our toes. We're about the width of our hips in terms of distance, and we're going to start to feel and calibrate our weight. So shifting forward, back, side to side, until we find that perfect balance point and start to stack all of our bones above our heels. Arms just relaxed by our sides. Inhale to start to activate, drawing the shoulders down away from the ears, getting tall through the crown of the head. And inhale, we're going to breathe the left arm up and reach our fingers in opposition. So my right ones are reaching down, my left ones are reaching way up. Exhale to come over to a side bend here. Keeping our weight nice and balanced equally between both feet. And we'll start to beam our heart up and down here. And exhale to come to the other side. So inhale, breathing the left arm or right arm up, extending through the fingertips and using that exhalation to draw ourselves to the other side. Activating through the left fingertips as they reach down towards the floor. And start to beam your heart a little bit, rotating it up and down. And exhale to breathe the arm back by your side. So we're going to sit down, hips over the heels, coming into a chair. Inhale to breathe the arms up. And then exhale, forward fold, just extending the belly flesh up and over the thighs. Shake out your head, yes and no. Inhale, hands to the shins, coming into a halfway lift. Exhale, drop into a forward fold. 2 more just like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And the last one, inhale, halfway to lift. And then we're going to take our left hand on top of the right thigh and come into a little bit of a twist here. Sometimes I like to grab for the back of the head just to remind myself to lengthen my neck. Pull the left hip back. Exhale, coming in on the other side, grabbing for the tops of the thighs, grabbing for the belly of the left outer thigh. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to sit a little lower. Just starting to revolve the torso a little bit. Protracting the left shoulder gives me more space to breathe. And then exhale, drop into a forward fold. Shaking out your head. Inhale to breathe ourselves to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands at the top of the mat. Let's step the right leg back and then the left leg back, coming into a plank. We're going to do some cat-cow in our planks here. So inhale, just coil the tail. Feel like you're pulling the mat towards your hands with your feet. And then exhale, release back to neutral. Inhale to pull the navel up towards the spine. Tuck your tail under, and then exhale, release back to neutral. One more time. Inhale. Just starting to activate through the core. Exhale, release nice and long. Coming all the way down to the floor here. So sitting up for baby cobra. Fingertips lined up underneath the shoulder heads. Tops of the feet. Freed up and pressing gently down. Inhale to peel the chest up off the mat. Start to activate through the spine. And then exhale, soften. Inhale, peel the chest up. And exhale, soften down. And inhale to peel the chest up. Exhale to soften down. Releasing your lips or chin to the mat and lifting yourself up, coming into a tabletop. We're going to set up for an Adho Mukha Svanasana. So curl the toes under, lift the knees up, and start to direct the hips up towards the sky, reaching the heels back and down. We'll bring our big toes together. Inhale to breathe that right leg up, coming into a 3-legged dog. So you can just bend the knee, maybe gaze under your right armpit. Create a few hip circles here. Coming back to neutral. And we'll set the leg down. Let's do the same on the left. Inhale to bring it up. Exhale to peek under your left armpit, bending at the left knee. Just circling through the hip, activating through that right standing leg. Pressing into your inner left palm, a little more attention, full expression. And then exhale, just floating that leg down. Now separate the feet apart. Inhale to lift the heels, unraveling into plank. Exhale, coming all the way down to the floor. Uncurl the toes. Inhale to lift halfway up. And exhale, coming on to all fours. On an inhale, we're going to take that right leg back. Just finding our internal and external rotation. And then just finding that neutral position once you kind of feel that engagement and rotation at your hip joint. Inhale to get long. Exhale, knee into nose, and then step it forward into a nice low lunge here. We'll float the hands up. Inhale to press away from the mat. Tuck the tail under. And as we coil our tail under, start to drag the mat together towards the midline. Inhale to breathe the arms up. Breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Let's coil the left toes under and see if we can lift into a crescent. Breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Moving into runner's lunge. 3, 2, and 1. Float the fingertips down. Let's revolve, opening that arm up to the side. Breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Setting the left knee down, bending at the knee. Maybe you grip for it, or you just let it freely hang out in space for 3, 2, and 1. Let's place the hands at the top of the mat, step back into plank, push back into down dog here. Just stretching out those hammies. You can pedal the legs, wag your hips from side to side. Inhale to lift the heels high in the sky. Exhale, coming back onto all fours. Just resetting yourself so you feel nice and centered and balanced. Inhale to breathe the left leg up. Exhale, knee into nose. See if you can slide it through, coming into a lunge. Nice low lunge here. So we're going to push up from the floor. Really make it more about stability than flexibility. So close it in a little bit. Really fold the tail under. You'll start to feel this activation through the top of the right leg. Inhale to breathe the arms up. Start to pivot the palms towards the back wall. Lengthen through your ring finger. Start to squeeze the mat together so left foot drags down and back. Front foot down and forward. Breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to lift that back leg, coming into crescent. Struggling for the balance on some days. 3, 2, and 1. Into runner's lunge. Like I'm taking off out of the starting blocks for 3, 2, and 1. Place the right hand down underneath the right shoulder, head, and twist. Breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Set the knee down, bend. Reaching for your foot for 3, 2, and 1. Rotating back to the center, stepping back into down dog. Just again, allowing yourself to move, pedal your feet, wag your hips. Good. And come to sit comfortably on your heels. And see if the body can receive a more restful position here without having to work so hard at it. Have a good meditation. And remember, this can mean a walk. This can mean sitting in stillness. It can even mean lying on the floor in Shavasana. These are all great, great poses, postures to practice meditation in, whether it's with movement or in complete stillness. Decide what your body needs, what your mind needs today to create that space.